Hello. Hi. What is uppy? What is uppy, my fellow glorpeds, my alien gentlemen, my spacefaring folk? What's poppin'? I forgot to get rabbits. I always forget. I always forgore. I'm kind of a forgorer. They don't like it when you say that, though. They kind of try and kill you for saying that. Also, not a game capture. It's a window capture I'm looking for. My badge. Fellow alien, glorp and all that. Beep boop, and a glorp glorp. Alright. We are back again with another week. Hello, Hunter. What's up? Hello, Cherry. Let's see. A new week, you say? I've already adjusted all the times and days and such. So I'm ready to get this kicked off and started. I've got some morning shifts this week, which is, it's been a while since I've had a morning shift. We'll see how it goes. A fellow based alien, how am I doing, Hunter? I'm doing okay. Let me see. Nothing too important happening in my world, I think. I'm still nervous about moving. I have no idea how it's gonna go. I don't know if my leasing company is gonna let me move to a lower floor or move to a different building. I'm just nervous all around so far. Plus, I have so much to do. I gotta get next week's short video out and stuff like that, and I've started recording the Femboy ASMR finally. I just need to record the rest of it, probably tonight. Hello, Monica, what's up? Other than that, let me get writing some of the games we're gonna be doing this week. Oh, hello, Cross. What's up? What do we play? Let me look at, you know what? Let me look at last week's schedule to see what we did. I don't think there's anything I'm looking forward to doing in particular this week. I'm not really sure, though. Yeah, we've started the oh-so-arduous journey of following up some of the more longer-played games. We still haven't beat Disco Elysium, we started Back to the Dawn, Red Dead Redemption, and we haven't beat Alien Isolation yet. So actually, we might not change the schedule at all. Peak is being made? Oh yeah, did you guys play the new Peak update? I hear they added spiders. Scary. The things that always cause the most stress always turn out fine, Hunter? You think so? That seems... You make it sound so... correct. Hello, Worms, what's up? Read the F I sent you. You sent me like a DM or something? Void, you made a grilled cheese. Sounds tasty. Was it just like a piece of cheese and a sandwich, or? Can we start, Monica? We did start. We started a little while ago. What do we have here? Hey, Graham. Will Dispatch be on here? Now, Dispatch is Dispatch that is that new game, right? Should I pull like a... You guys think I can pull in more viewers by doing like a rage quit in the middle like iShowSpeed did? And then everybody's like, oh, he can't handle it, you know, game, you know, oh, he can't handle it, you know, and it's just like, well, he did that to get other people to pay attention to him. Oh, I need to file down my nails. I clipped my nails this morning, but I forgot to file them, so they've been fucking with me all day. An overwhelmingly positive game. The deluxe edition is $40. What do you get with the deluxe edition? What comes with the deluxe edition? 4 digital comics. All content is accessed in-game and only available with English text. You get a digital art book and 4 comics with the deluxe edition, so I don't really need the deluxe edition. I'm also not willing to drop $30 on this. Have key resellers made their way to it yet? Has it gone on sale? Hello, Bloxed. Hello, Neon. You made a grilled cheese only cheese. Very good. Tasty. Wherever you go, gotcha. It's somewhat Reddit, Graham? That's okay. We all get to be... I think at this point in my life, I think I could go for a little Reddit right now. Dispatch. PC, $13 on... $13... now, is this a key or it's a Steam account? I don't want to buy a Steam account. I want to Dispatch. I can tell it's a little Reddit because the cover art is it's a urinal, which I mean, like, okay. Let's see. Key resellers are selling Dispatch on PC for out of stock. All right. Well, so probably not this week because I don't plan on dropping $30 on the game. I just need to stop spending money on video games, I think. Hey Solus, what's up? You're just saying goodnight? You're going to sleep, Cross? Gotcha, have a good night. Hello, Sammy, what's up? Jesse Breaking Bad is in the game? Is Jesse Pinkman really selling crack cocaine inside Dispatch? Right now you're babysitting your cousin, but they're asleep, so your sis aunt, uncle, and your sis's friends. Gotcha, Hunter. I've never done any babysitting before. That seems a little stressful, I'll tell you that much. You the real weekly schedule? Hello, Remove Ultra. What's up? Played a game and just finished? Nice. I'm not sure what we'll play tonight. This should be a pretty easy schedule since we started some pretty long-form games. I don't think it's going to be any different from last week. Isolation. I think this week we might be completely mimicking last week as well. Red Dead Redemption. Because we started Red Dead Redemption, we started Back to the Dawn, we're almost done with our Disco Elysium run, and we're almost done with our Alien Isolation run, I think. So we're just making our way through some of these games. Although, maybe I don't want to play Back to the Dawn. I mean, it's a good game and everything. Other than Dispatch, what little video games will I choose? I'm not sure, Graham. I'm not really sure I'm interested in any video games right now. Let me go to Steam. I'll tell you what. Let's put Back to the Dawn on the back burner right now. Elysium. Let me see. Let's go to Steam. Let's take a look around, see if there's anything popular right now. I might solo that RV game that came out. That friend slop RV game. It doesn't seem that popular though. I mean, I guess because I haven't been watching people who play the game, but there's a game called Restaurants, and it looks like you play as a rat. My Little Puppy, Eidolon, Dino Cop sounds crazy. There Are No Orcs, Dog Witch. Oh, I saw Northernland play Dog Witch. Not really my kind of game. Oh, people are playing Arc Raiders right now. What do you guys think about Arc Raiders? I saw HC Justin play Arc Raiders, and I gotta say, not really that impressed. Plants vs. Zombies, you think so? Why does the character in the background look like me? I don't know. That's a good question. Left you like before you left Fly. I use AI to talk 6-7. So far I did Dark Souls, City Builders. Play, you're tired, Sans? I'm kind of like mentally clocked out right now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad the schedule's been pretty easy thus far. Friday Night Dustin. Friday Night Dust. Friday Night Dust. Is that a Steam game? Friday Night Dust. I don't see it on here. Arc Raiders, you say? You think so? I don't know. It doesn't seem like my kind of game. I don't really like that style of... It's like it's kind of like an extraction shooter like Tarkov, but it's also like a BR, I guess? I don't like really either of those styles of games, though. I don't like Battle Royales, and I don't like, extraction shooters. It's a little... I don't know. You have school in 3 hours, Sans? Dang, brother, that sounds awful. Garden Warfare 2, Cherry? Maybe not. Just spoke with the lawyer and they were able to get most of the charges dropped? AI, very good. Glad to hear that. Well, the next time you see a woman, you give them my best. Plants vs. Zombies is very popular even after 16 years. That is true. That is true. It's on Game Jolt. Cross, I've never heard of Game Jolt before. What is a Game Jolt? Game Jolt. Share your creations. Game Jolt. What the hell is this? about? I don't know what this is. It looks a little silly. I'm gonna kind of dodge that for now. Bum 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 bum. We could do Repo Solo. We could do Sonic Frontiers. I mean, at this point in my life, I'm not sure. After the whole Borderlands 4 debacle, I'm not sure how much I feel about paying for more than like $10 for a video game. Why not a challenge? You think so? Been a while since I did a challenge run. Yeah, I was saving those for videos now. Remember challenge week? You hate Warfare games, but you play TF2? You got me, Sans. Hey Wavy, what's up? How's my day going? It's okay. I'm kind of up a creek here. We did play Back to the Dawn. We might just go back to that. I need to pick a game and stick to it, I think. Well, we have games we're sticking to. For some reason, I have it in my mind that I need to mix up everything every week. And it doesn't actually have to be like that. Sometimes I can just play one game an entire week, and then that would just be what we do. But I feel married to the idea that I have to be a variety streamer for some reason. Game Jolt is a game store like Steam and Itch, Neon. Oh, shoot! Oh, I see. Now look up Friday Night Dust. It's in Game Jolt. Well, I can't access Game Jolt without downloading. Browse game. Hang on, there's a Browse Games button. I found it. Alright, what's it called? Game Jolt's almost like Itch. Back to the Dawn might be the right track, probably. Play Geometry Dash. Friday Night Dust. Friday Night Dustin. Oh, you want me to play? I got hair in my mouth. Let me see. Oh, it's like Friday Night Funkin'? Gotcha. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da. I guess I really have to think about what kind of games I want to play right now. I think we do need to put another RPG on there. So yeah, I think it's gonna have to be Back to the Dawn again. We'll do Back to the Dawn. Sweet. Nothing much for you? You killed someone in Roblox with your head. This is all in my mind. Very good. Sounds good. All right. Well, we've got our games for the week then. Completely the same as last week. Happens to the best of us. Play that one poker night game with the heavy in it. You can't buy it anymore, Cherry? Well, don't worry, because I own it. I can actually play it whenever I want. Help, he's having a stroke. You forgot to use your AI cross? Like your robot? You got a robot? You got a big robot in your head? I think if I had a robot in my head, it'd probably be porn-brained. I think if I had a robot in my head, I would make it a gooner. What is this? This is, ooh, whoops. I needed that. Schedule from, 10 to, sorry, hang on. It's gonna be November 10th to November 16th, 2025. The year of our Lord 2025. How's everybody, you know, we're kind of coming to the end of the year here. How's everybody's 2025 been? You were gonna flex about having it? Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not this time. Oh, I forgot we're making thumbnails. Now, how should we do thumbnails today? You even have the sequel? You feel like nothing changed, you just feel older? Yeah. Oh, hey, Majima. You're on call with your girlfriend, you're planning on going to the mall someday. Well, go for it. That sounds lovely. I've never been to a mall. Well, I've been to a mall before, but I haven't been to a mall in a while, I guess, is what I should say. I don't really know how I should do these thumbnails. We did Aliens last week. Aliens was pretty cool. How about we do food? Food is tasty. I enjoy a good bit of food. It's gonna be me and some food. Ba-da-da-dow. First food is gonna be an apple. I think an apple is pretty appropriate. He did not go to sleep, Cherry, so it would seem. You play Roblox? Right now? No thanks. Thumbnails. Thumbnails, pictures. I'm gonna make a new folder called food. I think that'll make it simple. And I'll tell you what, instead of just regular food, I'll do food RuneScape. So there is a RuneScape cooking apple. That is the strangest looking apple I've ever seen. So I guess I should make a RuneScape folder instead. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba, ba-da-ba-ba, 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 ba-da-da-da-da, do-do-da-do-do-do-do-da-do-do-do, ba-ba-beep-boop, ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright, so that's one cooking apple. Done. RuneScape. What's a good food? Not now. You should play Pixel Gun 3D PC Edition. Neon, that sounds familiar. That also sounds like slop. Pixel Gun. Yeah. This is that good sloppy. This is one of those good sloppy games. What the fuck? They put Squid Games in there? Good food? Just to see what you think of your childhood game. It's sloppy, I'll tell you that much. Shit, I don't know. Quite sure a lot of folk played Plants vs. Zombies before. I think so, yeah. It was a pretty classic. Bread? You got it. RuneScape Bread. RuneScape Bread is kind of a killer one. We definitely want the OSRS bread. Oh, there's burnt bread as well. I hadn't considered that. I think the regular bread is gonna have to do us in. Bread. RuneScape PNG, a portable network graphic, as they say. Excuse me, waiter, may I order a portable network graphic? Cut this. I put Apple in the wrong folder. Waku, 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 waku. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba ba da ba da da. She just went to sleep and you're about to sleep soon, Majima? Well, gotcha. Well, thanks for stopping in. Ba ba. Frog legs? Does RuneScape have frog legs? RuneScape frog legs. Ba da da da. No, RuneScape does have frog legs. That's kind of tasty. Ba 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 ya ba 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 ya do 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 do. Pixel Gun 3D put Squid Game and Among Us in there. They also added female skins with jiggle physics. Fascinating. They announced a sequel to the game, but it's advertised with AI and it's just bad. That's so sad. Last time you drank in you stopped drinking? Last time you drank in 9 days. Instead of your usual multiple times a day. Huh? How about RuneScape cheese? RuneScape's got some cheesy cheese, I think. Yeah. That's a pretty good cheese, just a big-ass wedge of it. We love a little cheese, don't we, folks? So that's 4. I need 7. RuneScape cheese, yes, and all that. How about a RuneScape sandwich? We've only got base ingredients right now, but RuneScape has quite a few different foods. Steak sandwich, triangle sandwich is what I'm after. Damn, dude. This Buddy, this sandwich ain't got nothing on the TF2 sandwich. I'll tell you that much. But can they make a grilled cheese wheel? Indeed. You hate cheese, Cherry? You're missing out. Cheese is tasty, tasty. RuneScape foods. Worm batter, toad batter, chocolate bomb, tangled toad's legs, spicy crunchies, worm crunchies. A wizard mind bomb is a classic. RuneScape wizard mind bomb. Give me that wizard mind bomb. Yeah. Mind bomb. I forgot what the wizard mind bomb actually does. That's 6. Not the biggest fan of candy. Today I made, for lunch, I made lettuce wraps with steak instead of rotisserie like I did yesterday. They were okay. I have to stop making finger foods though, because I make a mess of my hand and it feels really gross. To scrounge around in my lunchbox for peanut butter and it's just like all over my hand. It's ugh. Someone made a taunt for Spy based on the end of Meet the Spy. No shot. Let me look. Let me go to the workshop. Is it up front? Items. The nitpick. No thanks. The weapon. They're trying to add weapon charms to TF2. They're trying to monetize the game even more. I need a taunt. I need to press the taunt button and the spy button. Is it a new one? Is it the your mother? AKA your mother? No shot. That's a good one! Oh yeah, I can definitely see this one getting in the game. That's a good one.
Well, off to visit your mother!
Sorry.
I'll tell your mother hello.
Oh!
You suck!
Oh! That's good, man. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. They need more taunts in TF2 where it's just like an idle animation. Maybe not. Maybe we have enough idle taunts. What do I expect? No idea. No, that would be your mother. I need one more RuneScape. RuneScape food. Images, let's see. Cake is a classic. The cake one is pretty classic, so is a pie. The pizza's also classic. There's a RuneScape full breakfast item that I didn't know about. Looks like shit. I mean, I guess it's gotta be the RuneScape cake, huh? Cake. Yeah. That's a classic. That's a good one. 3, 6, 7. Very good. Let's see. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do this. All right. All right. First up is going to be Alien Isolation, and that's of course going to be frog legs. Do I consider rat a food? You can eat rat. I've seen people eat rat. I've never eaten rat myself. I might try it though. Hello, just a normal person. What's up? You could draw something easy, like a realistic human face. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just put a realistic human face. But I need a background this week. Let me see. What's a good background? What's a good location? The first thing that comes to mind is Hyrule Field, but I'm not really looking for Hyrule Field right now. Maybe something on the darker side. It is RuneScape. I could do like Perfidness or like Varrock or something like that, but I'm not really. No thanks. What did we do last week? I think last week we did Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl's always a good pick. I think this week. Good night, Cross. Did you know that you can see a T-posing sniper and meet the heavy? No shot, Cherry. Can you really? I didn't know that. That sounds funny as hell. Mountains with an aurora sky for a background? I was thinking somewhere along the lines of like a notable video game location. So are you suggesting like High Hrothgar or something? I don't know. Not the throat of the world, no thanks. It's for a split second? That's pretty funny. Think about it, a bald Scout. No! He's balding, he's not even, how old is Scout? He's not even in his 20s yet and he's balding. I can't believe he's that young. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Ba da da do. But I can't think of anything right now. I need... Let me see. I was gonna do like a restaurant, like a Denny's or something, or like a 7-Eleven. But I don't think I'm gonna cook lunch tomorrow. I just don't feel like cooking. So that means I'm gonna have to order out. But what should I order out? I don't really like the work food. I work at a Whole Foods and I don't really like any of the food. A chuck and cheese? You think so? That feels sort of mascot horror, Graham. Might as well do like a Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria. It's a good suggestion, though. That kind of gets it. That kind of gets it in the groove. Unless Chuck and Cheese is separate from Chuck E. Cheese. I'm thinking. How about a Krispy Kreme? I haven't had like a Krispy Kreme donut in a while. And the one time I have had like Krispy Kreme, I like their donuts because they're light and airy. The problem is that they're so thin. Building. Give me the Krispy Kreme donut building. Bum 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 bum. I want it at night. Give me a Krispy Kreme at night. I prefer a darker background. It makes the colors pop a little better. God, where? Grand opening alert. We're thrilled to announce the opening of Krispy Kreme in Edmonton Ever Square today. Fillmore Construction. And it looks like they're covered in snow. There's apparently a Krispy Kreme in Times Square. Times Square flagship shop. This looks like a crazy-ass Krispy Kreme. Can you guys crisp my cream real quick? Look at this one. Where is this at? They have so many nice buildings, you know, that I just have no idea where any of their locations could possibly be. Maybe I should have moved to New York. I kind of like... Don't get me wrong, I like Seattle. Aurora Nights background. Goatsy, that's a good one. The back of a Pizza Hut, Charles Entertainment Cheese. That's the rat's full name? Yeah. So I've heard. Is Chuck E. Cheese still in business? I don't think I've ever gone into a Chuck E. Cheese. Even when I was a kid. I just don't think I ever... My parents were never like, we're gonna take you to Chuck E. Cheese. They were like, no. If you want pizza, we'll buy pizza. We're not gonna go buy pizza at like an arcade. That's not gonna happen. Don't you mean Charles Chuxton Entertainment Cheese Pizza Place? Yeah. Chuxton? Chuxton? Is his middle name? His middle name isn't Chuckson. Chuckson? Chuckson is a crazy name. Do you think I will stay up? Oh, I don't know. Pictures. I need my environments folder, please. Thank you. This is a crispy cream. I could go for some crisp cream right now. You know what I'm saying? I could get somebody to crisp my cream right now. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I have it open in my windows to discern what I want to do first. We'll do frog legs first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wizard Mind Bomb is listed twice. We'll do cake last, Wizard Mind Bomb. We'll do cheese after frog legs, apple after sandwich, and then bread and sandwich. Let me see. What is the schedule this week? Alien Isolation is frog legs. Red Dead Redemption can actually be bread. Never mind. Back to the Dawn can be an apple. Disco Elysium has to, of course, be a Wizard Mind Bomb. TF2 gets to be a sandwich. Against the Storm is going to be cheese, and scheduling's going to be a cake. Perfect. All right, I got it all listed out. I just got to put it all together. Give me just a second, and we'll be off to the races. Hello, Reaper. What's up? Do I think that pineapple should belong on pizza? Well, I don't really mind it. I know a lot of people are sort of like, you either have to love pineapple on pizza or you have to hate it. I don't really care. It's totally whatever for me. It adds a nice sweetness to like an otherwise salty type of pizza. But I couldn't care less, to be completely honest with you. It's a little bright because of the crispy cream, but that's okay. Sometimes your cream just has to get crisped up, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's okay to have a crisp cream. They don't respect the guy with a crisp cream, but that's okay. They don't have to. You can eat medium-sized cheese burst and medium-sized pepperoni together easily. Oh. Got knocked out by sleepiness. Pineapple and pizza is a diabolical concept. I've been told. You know my boy consider adventures well enough. Very true. Very true. I need more faces. Let me see. I'm, of course, going to be closing my eyes in this one. Ba 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 ba. 3 of my coworkers got fired. Like between I think I already talked about this, between this week and last week. And at this point in my life, all I'm looking for is like a job with like security, you know? Like I could go for a job with some security. Oh, we can start doing effects as well this week. But I like what we did last week where we just listed off the name of the game. This is not Against the Storm. This is Alien Isolation. I like this. I like this version of the thumbnails we do. If I keep it consistent enough, this can sort of be like my style. That way you know you're like about to watch one of my videos. Cream needs a little crunch, that's what I'm saying. It's gotta like cake up. You know when you open up like the chocolate sauce bottle or like a bottle of like sambal or like mustard and ketchup and there's that little dried part on top that everybody fucking hates? That you need that on your cream. You need that dried cream on your you need that crunch, that dried crunch on your cream. Where will the frog legs be? Oh, where won't they be? You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to hit this one with like a CRT vibe. After I stroke it, of course. I'm just gonna go white this week, I think. For the text. Let's see, yeah. Probably white on everything, if I had to guess. I need to merge this. There we go. And then I need to take this and hit it in the filter gallery. And let me see if I can find some scan lines. Because I think I want to do scan lines this week. You know what I'm saying? I always enjoy a bit of, what's it called? Halftone pattern. But let me see if I can do... See if I can do something else. Was one of them Tyler? Nah, Cherry. Tyler didn't get fired. Tyler has been around too long. Well, actually, speaking of Tyler... my manager actually connected with said Tyler on Grindr, and he accepted the conversation starter, and it showed my manager's dick and balls to my coworker. So they are definitely not gonna fire him anytime soon. Poster Edge goes crazy. Hang on, that's a good looking one. Cutout isn't too bad either. Oh fuck. Where were all these effects when I needed them like 6 days ago, man? Oh my god, you can adjust the level. Oh my lord, look at this. That's a lovely... what the fuck? I didn't know all these were here. You can't see it, only I can see it. The neon glow sucks. Plastic wrap is evil. Poster Edge I think I like, though. We can be poster posting. Let's poster post. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you just have to poster your post. Hey, Anthony, what's up? Which company do I work for? I work for Whole Foods. You've been watching Dragon Ball Z, Anthony? How is it? Is there like a new Dragon Ball series out? The emoticon looks like I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. One Piece is mid. I haven't watched One Piece in forever. Not a big fan. Alright, edge thickness does nothing. Edge intensity also does nothing. Oh, never mind. It definitely does something. What about posturize? Oh, posturize is just the effect in general. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Take a look at this. You like that? You like that? Hey, Bam, what's up? Do I think I've hit my head? I'm gonna be honest. Today, for some reason, like right at the end of my shift, I got really fucking mad for some reason. And I'm not sure what happened. I just got hit by a wave of like, I'm fucking angry right now. And it's kind of like it drove like a big wedge into my skull. So I'm gonna try and take it easy, best I can. Do some nice little effects. Sure's talkative today. It's only because you guys are talking. Hilarious. First sentence you heard upon joining the stream, what, cock and balls? Dick and balls? My dick and balls! No, they stole my dick and balls! They wouldn't steal my dick and balls. I know they wouldn't. You guys wouldn't steal my dick and balls, right? We're doing bread, and we're also I'm Red Deading my redemption. I don't have a cowboy hat, but I do have a Pog Champ. And that's kind of the same thing, if you really think about it. Alright, I need to go to my RuneScape folder and throw in me a slice of bread. You want to be a Super Saiyan? Alright, you guys want me to go Super Saiyan? Alright, I'll try. Let me get a refill and then I'll go Super Saiyan. I'll try not to throw my throat out. Alright, let me do this. So you're not supposed to start loud, right? You're supposed to start a little lower and then you get louder? Ever had a migraine? I've never had a migraine, Graham. You were burnt out from work a week ago? That might have been it, Cherry. I might have just been fucking frustrated with work. It's the easiest job I've ever had. I'm just a cashier. I stand around all day and do nothing, you know? But, God, dude. I've never seen... Every human being that's ever entered a grocery store just immediately shuts their fucking brain off. You know? Sure, assuredly, it's not your first time ever going out in public. Oh, anyway, I was about to go... It won't be loud? I don't know. No, hang on. Let me get the Krispy Kreme on the screen. Let me crisp my cream real quick. and then I can hit you up with a Super Saiyan. Now I'm not very good at it. I never did that kind of stuff in school, no matter how much I wanted to. Yeah, you need to be. Hang on. It's the border that I'm curious about. I think it's. Let me sort my salad. Okay. All right. Get yourself a cowboy hat for the RD1 streams. I really should. All right, let's do this. I hope my neighbors don't hear this. I don't think they'll care. Try not to shit myself. I will do that. All right. I need to. Well, maybe I should keep my headphones on so it muffles some of the noise. Hang on. Yeah, that definitely muffles some of my voice. So. All right. All right. Let me get the music off. All right. Let me marker this. Super Saiyan take 1. Ah! 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 How was that? Was that good? Oh, that hurts. Hang on, let me rest my throat. Oh, I'm lightheaded. Oh, my penor. All right. How was that? Was that good? Wait, that's the Temu version of Goku? Scream at full force? That hurt. The Temu version of Goku. Did it pick it up? Because I have a leveler on my OBS. I hope I mean a limiter. I have a limiter on my OBS. I hope my limiter. I'm fucking pogging out at this. Oh, I'm so lightheaded right now. Like a dying rubber chicken. I might die. You get burnt out because you work from 5 to 6. You don't do that for 6 days out of the week, Cherry? Fuck, that's rough. Atomic bomb versus coughing baby. I need words. Words, doctor. I need words. Words. Red, dead, it's not right. Redemption. Listen, doctor. Hello, doctor. It's me. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. My cock and balls have fallen in the river in Lego City, and I need your assistance to go get them. Please, doctor. I'm counting on you. Wop, 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 wop. Wow, wow, wow. Good to know my limiter isn't working, I guess, more than anything. You sometimes scream so loud it sounds like you're actually forming into a Super Saiyan? That's the first time I've ever tried going Super Saiyan. I wish I did that during school, you know? I wish I was the kind of kid who was running with his, like, Naruto running through the halls. That shit seems so fucking lame, you know? And I'm like, that's right up my alley. Alright. Merge me, and then filter me. Wham, 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 wham. God, I love this filter so much. It's so good. It's like I'm coming right out of the page. Excuse me. Have I ever squeezed rubber chicken? That is kind of what it sounds like now that I think about it. I can't hear myself that good. Because that's just how being a creature of this planet is sort of partitioned out. But from what I could hear, it did kind of sound like one. If you had a magic wand, what would I do first? Also, funny looking bread. What would I do first if I had a magic wand? I mean, I guess the usual thing is to cast like a fireball. So I guess I would try casting like a fireball, but maybe a water ball would be safer since I'm in an urban environment. Don't want to be casting fireballs up the avenue, you know? Wizard uses his brain to figure out if it's bread. Wizard, yeah. Wizard shits his pants over seeing bread for the first time. I did a Mr. Beast challenge and he cured my sight, and now I can see bread for the first time ever. Thank you, Mr. Beast. You guys gonna go to Beastland? That's what it's called, right? They're calling it Beastland. I'm told they put Beastland not 500 yards from Mecca. Fascinating. A Beastland, you say? Right next to Mecca? Right next to the Holy Land? Sure I don't need a break, Gran? Well, I did just scream my head off. Maybe I should take an ad break. Nah, let me do this food. Would you believe that that's a picture of an apple? I almost shit myself when I saw it. I was like, what? Have English people never seen an apple before? Do they not grow produce there or something? Like, what's going on? That's not what an apple looks like. I've seen an apple, man. They sell phones. What fucking game is this? Back to the Dawn. That's a lot of text that's not supposed to be there at all. Back to the Dawn. 80D? 80 double Ds? That's big, dude. Do you think the fire alarm would go off if you did that at school, Anthony? That would be hilarious. They made Beastland, Graham? You don't know about Beastland? IRL Hunger Games would be fire. Mr. Beast is building a theme park in the middle of the Arabian desert. Like, right next to Mecca, and he's calling it Beastland. I don't know, man. Try it on the toilet, nobody will question it. Now, I hadn't considered that, but that's actually a good plan. You can actually just go Super Saiyan whenever you want, if you're in the bathroom. That makes complete sense. Not sure why I hadn't thought of that. This fucking apple. Apples. Apples. Do you think the TF2 sniper is like a big apple guy? Like New York? Or do you think he's more of like a little apple guy, like Umumusume? Bum 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 ba 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 ba. The mysterious man rolls an apple, scaring little kids. He shouldn't be doing that. They should kill that guy. He should have never been doing that stuff. All right, I gotta blur my crisp cream. My crisp cream needs a little blur to it, or else they'll fucking kill me. Youshin me, thank you. What the fuck am I looking at? Well, they killed him. Oh, I was like, what the hell? The Heliante? The Halle Berry? It's weird how putting a filter on your thumbnails decreases the fidelity of the image itself. Now, I know that I guess that makes sense because you're sort of like pushing it all into like one direction, but much like the gay band. But it still feels weird. Bum 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 bum. This is 11, 12, 25. Nice job, team. Nice job. The orange is Ginormosaurus. Gimenosaurus. Mr. Beast will do everything, but no one will know its source of its billionaire income. The mysterious man is he like a guy? Mr. Beast started with counting millions to make millions? Impressive. We should suck off Mr. Beast. Do you think Mr. Beast can come? I'm gonna be honest, I think Mr. Beast is impotent. I don't think he can get it up. I think he has a cock and balls. I think once you accumulate that level of money, once you become like a Trump-like figure, or like Bill Gates, or like Jeff Bezos, I just don't think you can get your dick up anymore. I think Elon Musk's kids aren't really his kids. I just don't think a guy like that can get his penis up, you know? I don't think so. You don't think he can't? He just doesn't seem like the guy who can get an erection. I think the second that you accumulate that amount of money, you become asexual. Hello, Justice. If it gets leaked, I'm going to the chair. There you go. There you go, Justice. There you go. Borderlands filter? You think so? I just cell shaded it? Ah, kill me. The one person you never want to sit next to is Larry, because Larry is Larry. You're not talking about Larry David, right? I think sitting next to Larry David could be cool. He seems like a funny guy. At least by Wendy Williams' account. I'm mind bombing. I'm bombing my mind. I'm dropping a mind bomb. It immediately just goes soft. I don't think he can get it up at all, is the thing. Like, not even like a little. That's the thing, man. I think you're imagining a world where he gets it up and then he's just like, I can't hold an erection. No, I think he has a penis. I just don't think I don't think blood flows to it. In the same way it would for a healthy male in their 30s. Let me see. Umumasume? Umumasume? I mean, I have to look fucking blasted out of my mind. Ba-ba. Mr. Beast can earn good on corn sites? I think that's true. I think Mr. Beast is a sexually desirable figure. The problem is that I just don't think he gets horny. I think he gets horny for capital. And that's where his mind sort of rests on the whole affair. You know? It's a tragedy. Do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da, ba-da-do. Ba-da-da-do. Ba-da-da-do. Alright, that's good. This is... I'm discoing my Elysium. Disco... Elysium. Disco Inferno! And then that skeleton got lit on fire or whatever it is from that one stir video. Man. Disco Inferno. Let me get a drink of water. I gotta stop talking. That scream put me over the edge. Your friend just leaked it to the principal? This is so sad. You're cock and balls? Maybe he'll get lucky. Maybe he's a pedophile. Or unlucky, I guess, would be more correct. I guess you're up a creek. You mean like that one Larry in class that looks like they're a demon combined with a rabies kid? That's just you, man. You could be that kid. I mean, that sounds cool. I mean, he doesn't stink, right? Yeah, whatever. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. It immediately goes soft and it never comes back up, so he can get hard is what you're saying. I'm saying he can't get hard ever. Because he doesn't get, like, blood flow to his cock or whatever. Or the hormones just aren't there. Because he doesn't get horny. He doesn't get horny for other human beings. Because he sees human beings as, like pig slop. So he can't have, like, emotions towards that. If he does have sex, it's out of like an imbalanced power relationship, not because he's horny for the person he wants to have sex with. It's his libido is shot, I should say. It's purely libidinal, but his libido itself is shot. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, we need the sandwich. I need the sandwich. Bam, looking saucy. We're almost an hour in. I'll probably take a break at the top of the hour. You're banned? Just a normal person? What happened? You think all the blood will flow through his head, counting the amount? Yeah, that sounds about right. See? The TF2, the RuneScape sandwich doesn't have anything on the TF2 sandwich. Well, maybe. I don't know. Why pit two bad bitches against each other, I guess? I need an environment. Back. Welcome back. How would you react if he got his girlfriend pregnant, though? Would that mean you're wrong? No, I don't think so. I think he probably used... I think Mr. Beast either used, like, a surrogate, or maybe he froze his sperm, or somebody else impregnated her. Kind of like how Elon Musk has, like, a bunch of kids. I don't think he's actually fucking any of those women. I think what's happening is somebody else is fucking them instead, or they're being used as, like, breeding stock by, like, a lab or something. That's just my conspiracy theory. The hell did I write? What is this? This is Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2. Looking at that Krispy Kreme in the background reminds me of with the sandwich on it and the TF2 words reminds me of Koth King. Wait, you play Koth King? Nobody plays Koth King. Your comments aren't showing up, just a normal person? Maybe you're typing too many funny words. The Big D Randy? Who? Oh, fuck, what happened? Oh, rename layer, whatever, kill me. Oh, not the crisp cream, chill. No, do not crisp my cream right now. You can't have a sandwich for a head in RuneScape, however. That is true. You can't have a sandwich for a head in RuneScape. That is true. You can have a sandwich for a head. You could wear a couple of sandwiches on your head. That sandwich is a spy. Do not search up Big D Randy. Gotcha, Anthony. I'll keep that in mind. Merge my layers, please. Thank you. And then I need you to filter me into a funny little teleporter. I need you to filter my funny and filter me into a funny little teleporter. It's top of the hour here, but I think I'm going to finish these last two thumbnails, take a quick break, and then come back with God knows what. Because I do not have anything planned. 11, 14, probably reaction videos. I haven't seen the new El Toro 64 video, so I'll probably get the ball rolling with that. And we'll see what else we can stumble our way, we can react to. I'm going to against my storm. I'm againsting my storm. My storm has been against it. The cheese is mildly clipping the slice. Is it really? Oh, it is! Oh my god, Graham. What the hell, man? You're only working with like 6 polys. You can't just put them together? Average English, man. Alright, we need the cheese. Here's a cheese wedge. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, 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 tasty. That's tasty, tasty, tasty. I'm going to be A-posing. You hate that meme? Just don't search it up. You do not want, even if the chat tells you to. Okay, Anthony, you got it. Snowflakes. Snowflakes? Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed again? Yeah, I saw. Funeral will be before GTA 6. But it'll be delayed to 2027. And probably be pushed out to 2030 with the way things are looking. I mean, I think they're pushing it out because of, like, union strikes and stuff like that. So, the game might never get done. Might get canceled. Might get canceled, and then somebody's gonna like release like the data on it or whatever, and then we'll have Rockstar pulling a Nintendo and trying to take it down for like the next 30 years. The hell does this say? Against the storm. The storm waters. The storm waters. Very good. Stroke me. Cool. Stroke the cheese. I'm stroking my cheese. My cheese is officially been stroked. You guys ever stroke your cheese? Oh, don't answer that. Please answer that. Don't answer that. Please answer that. Doesn't matter. I'm killing you anyway. Fuck, not that one. I need to do the other one. Yeah, totally. Mildly infuriating imperfections, Graham. That's how you rage bait. That's how you rage bait attention. That's how you get the wheel turning in people's heads. They're like, surely this gentleman couldn't have meant this. Surely he's just like a wrangled gentleman. And then I'll come to your aid and defend you. No, he's perfectly fine. Later, Anthony. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let me do one more. It's gonna be cake. We're cakey. I'm cakey posting. I'm cakey posting. Eliminate the child. Child eliminated. Eliminate the child. Last one is cake. That's a classic. That's a classic. Hello, BFFs. What's up? No one actually commits to No Nut November? I don't really get the point. Semen retention has never made any sense to me. Up. I guess the whole point is to practice self-control or something like that. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, it's going over my head. Not that I couldn't not jack off for a month. It's not really what I'm saying, but scheduling. Stroke me, doctor. Stroke me, doctor. Alright, looking good. We're gonna merge all these and hit this with the funny effect. Layers, filters, filter gallery, funny effect. It's been a while. How am I? Sing Soda Pop? What is Soda Pop? I've never heard the song Soda Pop. You're not talking about the shotgun from Team Fortress 2, are you? I didn't know that was a song. Yam comes in two forms? Real and fake? Sweet potato and yam? I don't know. You wouldn't happen to be talking about the food, would you? I'm not. Sweet potato is good. Not sure how I feel about it, though. That's gonna be 11.16.25. Alright, thumbnails are done. Thumbnails are done. Had to clean some throw up. Tasty. Doing some walls and cock. Best of luck with the walls and cock. Not quite sure what that's supposed to be, but I mean, best of luck regardless. Alright, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna run some ads, and then, we'll find a video game to play. BRB. We here at Pots and Pans are always innovating to show the modern wizard what can be possible if we combine our ancient primordial magics with contemporary flavors. Here at PAP, we've crafted hundreds of thousands of new potions, tinctures, and even lovable familiars that you know. And now, at the turn of the yellow moon, we want to introduce our new and improved formula for Nova. Introducing the new Nova Zero, the same Arctic Wendigo taste you know and love, combined with a new and improved formula to keep that robe loose. Pots and Pans, drink up.
Cyber City. If you're exploitable enough to buy a car this weekend, you're a desperate enough Joe Schmo to come to Big Shot Autos. Ant-sized deals. Cars that need auto insurance. Thieves. If you think you're going to find a free meal at Big Shot Autos, you can kiss my beautiful head. It's my belief that you're such a special motherfucker that you'll fall for this half-price salami. Guaranteed. If you find a 50% off deal, you can shove 1,000 chromer up your ugly ass. You heard me right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your 100 customer. Bring your wild present. Bring your hooch. Mama, I'll fuck her. That's right, I'll fuck your hooch Because at Big Shot Autos, you're fucked 6 ways to Sunday. Take a hike to Big Shot Auto, home of Challenge Pete Beast. That's right, Challenge Pete Beast. How does it work? If you can Pete Beast 6 feet in the air straight and not get wet, you get no money back guarantee. Don't wait, don't delay, don't fuck with me or I'll rip your eggs off. Only at Big Shot Autos, the only dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This special deal ends the moment you write us a check and it better not bounce or you're permanently closed. Motherfucker, take a goddamn vacation straight to hell. Also known as Big Shot Autos, Cyber City's filthiest and exclusive home of the biggest son of a bitch in the dark world. Guaranteed!
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government. Legalize nuclear bombs.
Are you tired of randomly suffocating and dying? Do you ever just wish you could breathe without the constant risk of losing air? Well, we've got the solution for you. Right now, for a limited time, you can buy air at an amazing 10% off. That's right, air is on sale. And it's not just any air, folks. Our air comes in a variety of flavors. Choose from plain, for the classic experience, fresh, for that revitalizing burst, salty, for a seaside sensation, sweet, for a breath of sugary delight, and even your mother's hemorrhoid cream, for, well, you get the idea. Act now. For just $699.99 total per cubic millimeter, you can breathe easy and enjoy the finest flavors of air. No more suffocating or randomly dying. Get your flavored air today.
I see you got through all the ads. Alright. Sorry, we're probably going to be running that. Well, I'll try to run that as little as possible because I'm going to be running it for a while because it's going to be a while until I get another ad compilation up and running. But I think for the rest of the night, we're going to be doing some reaction content. Bit of YouTube. I don't have anything loaded, but... well, I guess we'll first start out with, the new El Toro 64 video. Because I haven't seen it yet. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, where is my Google Chrome source? Alright. So we're gonna be doing... El Toro 64. He's got a new video out. Think you go straight with my brave. Little Balls is it's a good title. It's a great title. That's a fantastic title. Go it. Do I know what hour it is? Oh, you left it on rollout screen. Right, I forgot. I forgore. Oh yeah. I got it. I got it. Sweet. Alright, let's do this. Was that the second time I ran the ads, Cherry? No, that was like the third time. I don't want it to get too old too fast, you know? I kind of want to save it, so not every break I'm gonna run the ads. Want a break from the ads. But I don't want to use it too much before I have, like, another set of ads, so... Alright, let's watch the new, Little Balls El Toro 64 short, or video. Oh, fuck. Nice. Yeah, right through it.
What?
Oh. Damn, what a shot.
I love my ball.
There goes. Aw, a little ball family.
Cute little balls.
Aw.
Look!
Oh shit.
It is good day to be tiny man.
Yeah.
There he goes.
That heavy's right.
Psych.
No!
Nice try, pal.
I can't believe that. I can't believe he did that on stream. I actually haven't seen Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist. You guys want to watch that? It's 41 minutes long. Someone in chat just got taken out back and shot. Cherry. Can't believe you said the F word. Not sure why Streamlabs is all of a sudden concerned with stuff like that, but he is. You can see the face distortions get more cursed every single video. It really does. Let me see. Alir is streaming right now. I'm not sure if I have permission to stream that, but that should take up the rest of the stream, probably.
Whatever you do at
I
the
haven't.
crossroads.
I don't know what this video is supposed to be about, but it's got 10 million views, so this is an interpretation of The King in Yellow. Okay. I haven't read The King in Yellow, but I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm not sure if I'm really up for an eldritch horror story, but
Do at the crossroads. Don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write.
Avery
2
the
weeks
Mayo.
ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place.
You can watch it on your
And
own
inside
first
the
egg.
chest is a book.
You've seen
that
half of
Avery
this.
Did not write.
I don't. What's this
Inside the
supposed to
book
be?
Is a very strange message.
I guess we'll find out.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left.
Don't
At the
turn left.
crossroads, don't turn left.
Avery.
At the crossroads, don't
Later, Graham.
turn left. At the crossroads, don't
All right,
turn
Egg, have a good
left.
one.
Over and over, followed by a sequence of numbers.
Ooh.
And that's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed, and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So, in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange, and it's not evident what they refer to. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling. But the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about. Except we can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So, is that
Anybody can solve that? It is a
one-off
cipher.
YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link that when you enter takes you to a folder. And this is where the true mystery begins.
No shot,
the mystery
dude.
Of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist.
Dude, Avery the Mayo moment.
Named footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this book in his inventory. Regardless, Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got the shivers. A cavern.
Nothing weird, it's just a cave, and Avery walks in to begin exploring.
It's pretty classic stuff.
He stops and sees this.
I already got the shivers, brother. I got the shivers.
It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer, we can see what it is.
Got the grass.
Moss. And grass. This is immediately a red flag because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing else either. And when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is. A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree.
Hey, how about we cut it down? Cut the bitch down.
With no problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except normal trees don't generate underground. And it's not the only one. As Avery goes deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of greenery, coming across more shrubs, and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird. We've only seen stone. And I guess
only
he's
seen
right.
stone. That is also weird.
Diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here.
Yeah, it is weird we've only seen stone, but...
Granted, and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger.
He's getting smaller and smaller.
Avery reaches the end.
Ooh. Holy shit, dude. They got the trees stacked on top of each other, and there's a big-ass face at the end.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green with
this isn't natural.
Naturally large trees.
Disagree. It's perfectly natural terrain.
Wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores.
No ores though. Agreed. Dude, agreed. No ores though.
Right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build. And we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain, obviously, doesn't generate naturally, so who made it, and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally, Avery decides to stop sightseeing.
The trees are made out of planks.
The tunnel at the center of the room. Avery
looks like a bunch of trees to me.
Tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps, but of course, nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way.
Uh-oh.
Until this happens.
I got a big shiver.
Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds.
That's scary, dude. Hello, Anuk.
Another pair of torches is gone. I'm not scared of torches turning off.
I'm pretty scared of torches turning off.
And then another.
Oh. My render distance, my render distance. He's gonna get fucking 8.
But I already heard you in the...
Uh-oh. Oh, that's scary. Oh, please don't be a jump scare, dude.
I'm not scared of a game.
I am. Have you played Alien Isolation? Boo! No, dude. Why is he fucking whispering in my ear, dude? Well, he jumped into the water. Good start. Now we in the cave. I'm not scared of some torches.
I don't know why I just jumped down. I wasn't scared. But I felt
Compelled.
compelled.
Nah, got
I've
him.
felt like that in my life.
Got him.
What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure horror map.
Some
Case
Boxcar
closed.
Kids type shit.
Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this
Oh,
PDF,
a PDF
and
file.
opening it,
A
we
PDF
see
file.
this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered
What?
this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure.
Always
This
thought it was a
seems
bit strange.
Okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker
Wait,
with
stop bringing that
Minecraft
up.
installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin. Almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot more of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching, as
Okay.
Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world.
That's chasing him.
Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap
down.
into the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some
Uh-oh,
hesitation,
don't go left.
he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He
You're not
continues
supposed to go
navigate
left at the
through dark
crossroads.
water, the tunnel getting narrower and narrower, with no end in sight.
He wasn't supposed to go left at the crossroads. He fucked it up.
Until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery descends again, we can see tunnel openings sprawling across the walls.
Oh,
Avery
God.
scans around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see. And then he hears it.
Oh, cave
The
noise.
same sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again.
Ooh. Ooh, it's so scary.
Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again, no obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally,
We're out here
rolls the
Nutty Putty
dice.
Cave, man. That's a good hole. That's a good hole. I think that hole fits
tunnel
him.
leads to
I think this
another
hole fits
junction,
Avery pretty
and
well. I think this is
again,
Avery's
after a
hole.
Slight hesitation, Avery goes left.
Went left
The
again.
tunnel continues, getting narrower and narrower and narrower.
I'm scared. I'm
Till
scared as shit. Is that a dragon? No. Oh, space. Back out in the forest. Forest moment.
He finds himself in the oasis. Avery looks around the room, strangely almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far
We love
as the eye
trees.
can see. For a moment,
Went the wrong
he
way.
pauses.
Yeah, POV trees.
before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further. If this
That's a good
thing comes
move.
through here again, it has to break that, but I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake. What it can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple: set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him? Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah, we heard those noises before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I
already heard you.
Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this.
Oh
It's
shit.
almost impossible to make out, but on a few separate instances, while Avery was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused for just a brief moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him.
You can hear it keep going. It's so scary, dude.
Be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now.
It already followed him in.
He needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set.
The trap is set.
Now it's time to explore.
Time to explore, lads. Nothing but wood as far as the eye can see. He's got no food left either. Avery here's a smart little fella. I wouldn't have been doing all that. Let me tell you. I would have been like, if I see something different, I would have been like, well, I don't really like this world. I'm just gonna regen.
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign.
Oh, a sign!
But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far.
Okay.
What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one. But it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording, though he gave no indication at the time that he noticed them. Avery goes back to all three signs. All of them
what a
are
motherfucker,
blank,
dude.
so
This
I
guy,
don't know what
the
to
guy
make of
plays
it,
a
but
motherfucker.
Avery seems to be satisfied, and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption. And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of
Homer
the signs.
Simpson.
But before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here.
Something is here.
What?
Yeah, man. It's been following him.
Why is Avery saying that? Why isn't he sending
It got in the hole
chat?
before he
What did
closed it
see?
up.
I don't know if it can hear me. But I'm not taking any chances. The
It's
grass
me.
block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk. I'm not
So
scared,
cool.
but my gut says to keep moving.
He's not scared, but I am. So, I don't know. Joke's on him, I guess. Looks like nobody came.
Maybe I am scared. It's a good song. It's a good beat. Definitely not the kind of music. Boo? Definitely not the kind of. Oh shit. Not the kind of song for this kind of event that's going on right now. Copyright? I don't know. Probably. Meow, meow, meow. Whoa! Back again? Avery walks through a tunnel.
He got he
which quickly
dug into the
turns
perfect
into a
area.
maze. And slowly but surely, dead end after dead end, Avery navigates through it.
Meow, meow, meow. What a good song. Damn. You do be navigating.
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set
Yeah,
a
he's a
trap
he seems like a
and
smart guy.
Smart enough to set a backup. But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart
Oh,
enough
shit.
to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever
It's
this
me,
world
man.
is, it's leading Avery. But to what? We don't know. All we do know is that he isn't alone. And finally, Avery exits the maze into another giant room with what looks like a cipher above a door. with
Another
3
cipher.
levers right in front of it. Avery stares.
This
up
guy's
at
just
it,
showing off how
says
smart
he'll
he
need
is.
a
What the
pen and
heck?
Paper and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought.
No
From
trees?
What I can see, the code
No
atop
trees.
the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't
Oh, fuck.
immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever
Yeah.
this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I or Avery can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall.
Oh,
And
shit.
Then
He got it.
he gets it.
Okay.
I guess it was solvable.
It's a
Avery
poem.
says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock, but instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this, efficient.
He just digs right through it. Unfortunately, I'm stupid, and I'm going to dig right through it. I have a pickaxe. No, no! My puzzle, my puzzle!
And with that, wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers
Wait,
for just
who's
a second too
Durlord
short,
3?
and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got two different stories about where this world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all. But if that's the case, then who is this? The world at the beginning is clearly
Well, he
the
went
same
fucking
one
left
that
at the
Avery was
crossroads.
playing on. So
The Riddler is
what's
mad,
going
man.
on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person, and why are they claiming that this is their world they found?
I bet you Avery
genuinely
is following
just
this
don't
motherfucker.
know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching, as Durlord walks through the tunnel after the puzzle and finds himself in the village.
Ooh, a little village. It's always like this like generated like cave system. The Gridler is mad. The Gridler is here, and he's angry. He's collecting the spider webs. He could probably pick up some food here. Oh, a bench! Nothing in the chesty chest. It's a big-ass fountain. Is he stopping once in a while to listen again? Oh, there's music in my ear. How's the weather? It's been okay. It was sunny out today, which I'm not a big fan of. Especially since it's supposed to be like fall. It's like, no, sun, go away. You had your time. Now it's time for fall. It's fall time. It's gray weather and rain time, but I imagine I think it's gonna start raining again tomorrow, so. He's got his moss blocks ready. He's in the fountain. We are in the beam. He's going up the ladder. Yellow bed. Never mind. We're back outside again. Okay, now we're back inside again. That repeated twice. Not sure why. Okay, it's repeating like thrice now. Oh no, it's just cut funny. It was very windy for you, Cherry? It was a little windy outside. We in like it sounds like a Skyrim soundtrack. Like we're walking through the countryside in Skyrim. He's using glass as stepping stones. He's just out of blocks. Don't jump. Nothing in there, man.
It's empty. This village is strange. It's clearly abandoned, if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's
took all their
also
shit.
an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring, but wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest. No lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from there. So Is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm
Yes.
not sure, and clearly
I'm not
Durlord
sure.
isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
I couldn't tell you, man. There. Right there. That tiny little thing you can barely see. What, you don't see it? Well, you... Oh. Is it a castle? Is it a castle? Or like a prison? I guess we're going over there. I guess we're gonna fucking find out. That thing? Wait, what thing? I couldn't see it either. Avery here saw it. Oh, it's a church. They put the church way out in the corner. Oh, good thing he used the dirt path. Oh, the suspense, man. The suspense. I hope it's Jesus Christ. I hope this whole thing was like a metaphor for Jesus Christ. Feels like a Dark Souls run, man. Oh, the jars! He's destroying shit. Don't be doing that. Durwanger, whatever your name is. How did bro not see that earlier? He was building up suspense for this funny YouTube video. Oh, we're flipping stuff. Gotcha. Nothing up here? A nice little crafting table, though. Nothing up here either. Okay. Oh, there we go. A funny hidden entrance. Start playing Legend of Zelda music. He's looking around, looking back and forth. Was he supposed to find the funny little basement entrance? Is there a corpse in there? He's going back up. Okay, now he's going back down. All right, let's see what the book says. Read it and weep. He's using a chair as a door as a chair.
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not.
Oh, chill, bro.
Not that it will do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything,
What?
I wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better.
He got lucky when he picked that first hole, huh? Because there was like 60 of them.
I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for. I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you,
Disconnect.
turn back. Disconnect. Forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you must be curious. I know you must want to continue onwards. So I know that this is a heavy ask. But please, do not go any further. For your own good,
Okay.
do not.
You got me. You got me, man. I won't do it. He's gonna be locked in there. Yeah. Sounds about right. Do not go any further. Do not. Oh, broke the ladder. Okay. Put the ladder there. It's a good spot for a ladder. Guess we'll get an explanation on it, because I have no idea what the ladder tech means. We're digging up the funny carpets. We're putting the funny carpets back. He found the secret hidden funny door. He's pretty good at this. It's so peak. It's so peak. Egg. Gotcha. It's scary, man. I've been getting shivers the entire time I've been watching it. You just finished the video? Gotcha. I'm getting the funny shivers. I'm told it's... The description, one of the comments says it's based on The King in Yellow. I haven't read The King in Yellow, but... I'm not really into Eldritch Horror. Oh, another hallway. That's the third hallway so far. Loving the hallway theme. Are we back here? Do we get to jump into the big hole again? Is it recursion? Please don't tell me it's recursion. I hate recursion. Recursion sucks. Surely there's better writing. I got this bad habit in, like, the stuff that I actually like, in stuff that's, like, self-referential and, like, intentional. It's like when I play Disco Elysium. Every little word and click has all kinds of meaning. Oh, he's at the crossroads. Don't go left. Don't go left. Don't go left. You already went left once. You don't want to go left again. Don't go left. I'm hearing some funny whispers. Don't tell me it's a Weeper Creeker. He's going left. No, he's fucked. He's a dead man. They're gonna fucking take him and strip his bones for soup. I'm already crying. He's only taken like 6 steps and I'm already crying, dude. They're literally the world is fading out. They're deleting the blocks. Why would you go left? You're probably wondering what's in that black texture. It was me. It's probably paintings, right? Nope. No hit. Does he know? Does he know? Oh, hello, Faye. Ah, Winter. Thank you for the raid. What's up? What's up? Hi, guys. We're watching, what video is this? We're watching Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist. So many pops. So many pops. Well, thank you guys. Oh, he got the funny noise. I can't tell if it's a horror. I can't tell if this is a horror video or not. Avery thinks it's weird though. You seen this video? It's a good one? Yeah, Eggy just told me it's a good one, so. I've never read The King in Yellow, but I'm told that this is kind of what it's supposed to be referencing. It's getting very dark. It's getting very dark. No, keep going. Go back. Why'd you go left? We're supposed to go left. Is it actually? I have no idea. Some crazy stuff? Another game noise! There's a bunch of Minecraft Lost World videos? Oh, God. I'm not... Oh. Ooh. It's it's Kingdom Hearts! It's the door to the Shadow Realm or whatever. Is that Atlantis? It's where Riku got closed in. That's where they put all the hearts. Go inside, brother. Go inside. There's nothing else for you out here. You have to go in now. Go through it. Nothing ever bad happens. Nothing ever bad happens to the protagonist. Oh, God. What's on the other side? I hope it's a big bee. I hope it's a ghast. I hope it's a ghast in a bee skin. I hope it's the big bee. Well, okay. Well, he's blurring it. Oh, it's an adventure map and he doesn't want us to know what the secret is. God, I have to pee. I hope nothing scary jumps out and makes me pee myself. Freaky. Why is he censoring half the screen? Where is the narrator when I need him? Go piss, queen? I I actually went Super Saiyan earlier in the stream. You guys missed it. He's going back. He's done. Nope, he's too scared. It's too late, buddy. You already saw it. You already saw what was in there. You can't escape. There's no running. It's over. It's over! Oh, never mind. He said don't go left, and he's not going left. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Eggy. Got you again. Sounds like a shit, not a piss. True. It's a dead end! And he's got a pickaxe. He's gotta punch his way through the wall. No! Oh. No shot, dude. No shot. Here we are again. Your dastardly reward.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world.
Damn.
How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker and has been playing on it ever since. But
Damn.
What is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage? And most importantly, what
The
was behind those
typos.
gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there. That was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that
What was
black
it?
square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean?
Me.
I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery. It's here.
No,
Durlord was
Avery!
given one
They
last
killed
warning,
Avery,
hoping
bro.
that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how? How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next.
And it's
This
coming.
isn't over.
For us. Part 2? Alright, so I think what's behind the door is probably something a little more sinister than you think it is. It's not like a big eldritch creature. It's not your mom. It's obviously... Why does Streamlabs hate fun? Yeah. Alright, that was good. I gotta tell you. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'll be back to read some more Light Fantastic. Be back in a split second. I don't want to run ads again, so I'm going to play a break. BRB. Nah, no ads, no ads. BRB. fuck, dude. I just heard my neighbor close his door, and I heard my neighbor just close their door, and I got super scared. Why? Why did they kill Avery at the end? No! Avery, run! They're gonna kill you! They should tell Avery that... I don't know. They should tell Avery something. Oh, let me grab a drink of water. I forgot. I forgot. Don't kill me. I forgot. I think if I were playing Minecraft and I got King and Yellowed, I would just read the book and then see how it ends. Something like that. Alright, Egg, thanks for joining, man. Catch you on the flippy flip. You recognize that little character? Lonely... that's the wrong one. Oh. Hello, new viewers. By the way, at the end of the stream, I read a book. It's not nearly as scary as the last one, but it can get a little frightening. I got the big hat. I got the big hat on. Alright, we're back again with some Terry Pratchett's Light Fantastic. We're actually kind of close to the end of the book, so... What's today? I have to turn this book in like 4 days. Shoot. Yeah, we can do like a sprint towards the end of like, maybe like next stream or something. Alright. I hope everybody's having a good night so far. I'm going to be reading a couple more pages of The Light Fantastic by Terry Pratchett. The engineer is Engineer. Ankh-Morpork, Pearl of Cities. This is not a completely accurate description, of course. It was not around and shiny, but even its worst enemies would agree that if you had to liken Ankh-Morpork to anything, then it might as well be a piece of rubbish covered with the disease secretions of dying mollusk. There have been bigger cities. There have been richer cities. There have certainly been prettier cities, but no city in the multiverse could rival Ankh-Morpork for its smell. The Ancient Ones, who know everything about all the universes and have smelled the smells of Calcutta and Zerk, the Dontocum, Marsport, what the fuck is that word, have agreed that even these fine examples of nasal poetry are mere limericks when set against the glory of Ankh-Morpork's smell. You could talk about ramps, you could talk about garlic, you could talk about France, go on, but if you haven't smelled Ankh-Morpork on a hot day, you haven't smelled anything. The citizens are proud of it. They carry chairs outside to enjoy it on a really good day. They puff out their cheeks and slap their chests and comment cheerfully on its little distinctive nuances. They have even put up a statue to it to commemorate the time when the troops of a rival state tried to invade by stealth one dark night and managed to get to the top of the walls before, to their horror, their nose plugs gave out. Rich merchants who have spent many years abroad sent back home for specially stoppered and sealed bottles of the stuff, which brings tears to the eyes. It has that kind of effect. There is only really one way to describe the effect the smell of Ankh-Morpork has one on the visiting nose, and that is by analogy. Take a tartan, sprinkle it with confetti, light it with a strobe light. Now take a chameleon, put the chameleon on the tartan, watch it closely. See? Which explains why, when the shop finally materialized in Ankh-Morpork, Rincewind sat bolt upright and said, "We're here." Bentham went pale, and Two-Flower, who had no sense of smell, said, "Really? How can you tell?" It had been a long afternoon. They had broken into real space in a number of walls in a variety of cities because, according to the shopkeeper, the disk's magical field was playing up and upsetting everything. All the cities were empty, and most of their citizens had belongings to roaming gangs of crazed left-eared people. "Where do they all come from?" said Two-Flower as they fled yet another mob. "Inside every sane person there's a madman struggling to get out," said the shopkeeper. "That's what I've always thought. No one goes mad quicker than a totally sane person." "That doesn't make sense," said Bethan. "Or if it makes sense, I don't like it." The star was bigger than the sun. There would be no night tonight. On the opposite horizon, the disk's own sunlit was doing its best to set normally, but the general effect of all the red light was to make the city, never particularly beautiful, look like something painted by a fantastical artist after a bad time on the shoe polish. It's a banger hat. Thanks, Winter. Later, Reel. Have a good one. Where was I? But it was home. Rincewind peered up and down the empty street and all felt almost happy. At the back of his mind, the spell was kicking up a ruckus, but he ignored it. Maybe it was true that magic was getting weaker as the star got near, or perhaps he'd had the spell in his head for so long he had built up some kind of psychic immunity, but he found he could resist it. "We're in the docks," he declared. "Just smell that sea air." "Oh," said Bethan, leaning against the wall. "Yes." "That's ozone, that is," said Rincewind. "That's air with character, is that?" He breathed deeply. Two Flower turned to the shopkeeper. "Well, I hope you find your sorcerer," he said. "Sorry we didn't buy anything, but all my money's in my luggage, you see." The shopkeeper pushed something into his hand. "A little gift," he said. "You'll need it." He darted back into his shop. The bell jangled. The sign saying, "Call again tomorrow for spoon fetcher's leeches." The little suckers banged forlornly against the door. The shop faded into the brickwork as though it had never been. Two Flower reached out gingerly and touched the wall, not quite believing it. "What's in the bag?" said Rincewind. It was a thick brown paper bag with string handles. "If it sprouts legs, I don't want to know about it," said Bethan. Two Flower peered inside and pulled out the contents. "Is that all?" said Rincewind. "A little house with shells on." "It's very useful," said Two Flower defensively. "You can keep cigarettes in it." "And they're what you really need, are they?" said Rincewind. "I'd plump for a bottle of really strong suntan oil," said Bethan. "Come on," said Rincewind, and set off down the street. The others followed. It occurred to Two Flower that some words of comfort were called for, a little tactful small talk to make Bethan out of herself, as he would put it, and generally cheer up. "Don't worry," he said. "There's just a chance that Cohen might still be alive." "Oh, I expect he's alive, all right," she said, stampering along the cobbles as if she nursed a personal grievance against each one of them. "You don't live to be 87 in this job if you go around dying all the time, but he's not here." "Nor is my luggage," said Two Flower. "Of course, that's not the same thing." "Do you think the star's gonna hit the disc?" "No," said Two Flower confidently. "Why not?" "Because Rincewind doesn't think so." She looked at him in amazement. "You see," the tourist went on, "you know that thing you do with seaweed?" Bethan brought up on the vortex planes, had only heard of the sea in stories, and had decided she didn't like it. She looked blank. "Eat it?" "No. What you do is, you hang it up outside your door, and it tells you if it's gonna rain." Another thing Bethan had learned was that there was no real point in trying to understand anything Two Flower said, and that all anyone could do was run alongside the conversation and hope to jump on it as it turned a corner. "I see," she said. "Rincewind is like that, you see. Like seaweed. Yes, if there was anything at all to be frightened about, he'd be frightened, but he's not. The star's just about the only thing I've ever seen him not frightened of. If he's not worried, then take it from me, there's nothing to worry about." "Hello, Alan, what's up?" "I'm reading a book." "It's not gonna rain," said Bethan. "Well, no, metaphorically speaking." "Oh." Bethan decided not to ask what metaphorically meant in case it was something to do with seaweed. Rincewind turned around. "Come on," he said. "Not far now." "Where to?" said Two Flower. "Unseen University, of course." "Is that wise?" "Probably not, but I'm still going." Rincewind paused, his face a mask of pain. He put his hand to his ears and groaned. "Spell giving you trouble?" "Yeah." "Try humming." Rincewind grimaced. "I'm not going to get rid of this thing," he said thickly. "It's going back into the book where it belongs. I want my head back." But then Two Flower began and stopped. They could all hear it, a distant chanting and the stamping of many feet. "Do you think it's Star People?" said Bethan. It was. The lead marchers came around a corner 100 yards away behind a ragged white banner with an 8-pointed star on it. "Not just Star People," said Two Flower. "All kinds of people." The crowd swept them up in its passage. One moment they were standing in the deserted street. The next they were perforce moving with the tide of humanity that bore them onward toward the city, through the city. Torchlight flickered easily on the damp tunnels far under the university as the heads of the 8 orders of wizardry filed onward. Uh-oh, no magic. "No magic, Megamind." "At least it's cool down here," said one. "We shouldn't be down here." Treeman, who was leading the party, said nothing, but he was thinking very hard. He was thinking about the bottle of oil in his belt, and the 8 keys the wizards carried. 8 keys that would fit the 8 locks that chain the octavo to its lectern. He was thinking that old wizards who sense the magic is draining away are preoccupied with their own problems and are perhaps less alert than they should be. He was thinking that within a few minutes the octavo, the greatest concentration of magic on the disc, would be under his hands. Despite the coolness of the tunnel, he began to sweat. They came to a lead-lined room set in the sheer stone. Treeman took a heavy key, a good, honest iron key, not like the twisted and disconcerting keys that would unlock the octavo, gave the lock a squirt of oil, inserted the key, turned it. The lock squeaked open protestingly. "Are we of one resolve?" said Treeman. There was a series of vaguely affirmative grunts. He pushed at the door. A warm gale of thick and somehow oily air rolled over them. The air was filled with a high-pitched and unpleasant chittering. Tiny sparks of octarine fire flared off every nose, fingernail, and beard. The wizards, their heads bowed against the storm of randomized magic that blew out of the room, pushed forward. Half-formed shapes giggled and fluttered around them as the nightmare inhabitants of the dungeon dimensions constantly probed, with things that passed for fingers only because they were at the ends of their arms, for an unguarded entry into the circle of firelight that passed for the universe of reason and order. Even at this bad time for all things magical, even in a room designed to damp down all magical vibrations, the Octavo was still crackling with power. There was no real need for the torches. The Octavo filled the room with dull, sullen light, which wasn't strictly light at all, but the opposite of light. Darkness isn't the opposite of light, it is simply its absence, and what was radiating from the book was the light that lies on the far side of darkness. The light fantastic. It was a rather disappointing purple color. As has been noted before, the Octavo was chained to a lectern, carved into the shape of something that looked vaguely avian, slightly reptilian, and horribly alive. Two glittering eyes regarded the wizards with hooded hatred. "I saw it move," said one of them. "We're safe so long as we don't touch the book," said Treeman. He pulled a scroll out of his belt and unrolled it. "Bring that torch here," he said, "and put that cigarette out." He waited for the explosion of infuriated pride, but none came. Instead, the offending mage removed the doggon from his lips with trembling fingers and ground it into the floor. Treeman exulted, so he thought they would do as they say, just for now maybe, but just for now is enough. He peered at the crabby writing of the wizard long dead. "Right," he said. "Let's see. To appease it, the thing that sees the guardian." We're trying to get the guardian out of here, man. We're trying to get the guardian out of here. All right, one more little section then for me. The crowd surged over one of the bridges that linked Moorpork with Ankh. Below it, the river, turgid at the best of times, was a mere trickle which steamed. The bridge shook under their feet rather more than it should. Strange ripples ran across the muddy remains of the river. A few tiles slid off the roof of a nearby house. "What was that?" said Two-Flower. Bethan looked behind them and screamed. The star was rising. As the disk's own sun scurried for safety below the horizon, the great bloated ball of the star climbed slowly into the sky until the whole of it was several degrees above the edge of the world. They pulled Rincewind into the safety of a doorway. The crowd hardly noticed them, but ran on, terrified as lemmings. "The star's got spots on," said Two-Flower. "No," said Rincewind, "they're things. Things going around the star, like the sun goes around the disk, but they're close in, because... He paused. "I nearly know." "Know what?" "I've got to get rid of this spell." "Which way is the university?" said Bethan. "This way," said Rincewind, pointing along the street. "It must be very popular. It's where everyone's going." "I wonder why," said Two-Flower. "Somehow," said Rincewind, "I don't think it's to enroll for evening classes." In fact, Unseen University was under siege, or at least those parts of it that extruded into the usual everyday dimensions were under siege. The crowds outside its gates were generally making one of two demands. They were demanding that either A, the wizards should stop messing about and get rid of the star, or, and this was the demand favored by the star people, that B, they should cease all magic and commit suicide in good order, thus ridding the disk of the curse of magic and warding off the terrible threat in the sky. The wizards on the other side of the walls had no idea how to do A, and no intention of doing B, and many had in fact plumped for C, which largely consisted of nipping out the hidden side doors and having it away on their toes as far as possible, if not faster. What reliable magic still remained in the university was being channeled into keeping the great gates secure. The wizards were learning that, while it was all very fine and impressive to have a set of gates that were locked by magic, it ought to have occurred to the builders to include some sort of emergency backup device such as, for example, a pair of ordinary, unimpressive stouts of iron bolts. In the square outside the gate, several large bonfires had been lit, for effect as much as anything else, because the heat from the star was scorching. "But you can still see the stars," said Two-Flower. "The other stars, I mean, the little ones, in the black sky." Rincewind ignored him. He was looking at the gates. A group of star people and citizens were trying to batter him down. Hey, user, what's up?" "It's hopeless," said Bethan. "We'll never get in. Where are you going?" "For a walk," said Rincewind. He was setting off determinedly down a side street. There were one or two freelance rioters here, mostly engaged in wrecking shops. Rincewind took no notice but followed the wall until it ran parallel to a dark alley that had a usual unfortunate smell of all alleys everywhere. Then he started looking very closely at the stonework. The wall here was 20 feet high and topped with cruel metal spikes. "I need a knife," he said. "You're gonna cut your way through," said Bethan. "Just find me a knife," said Rincewind. He started to tap stones. Two Flower and Bethan looked at each other and shrugged. A few minutes later, they returned with a selection of knives, and Two Flower had even managed to find a sword. We just helped ourselves, said Bethan. But we left some money, said Two Flower. I mean, we would have left some money if we had any. So we insisted on writing a note, said Bethan warily. Two Flower drew himself up to his full height, which was hardly worth it. I see no reason, he began stiffly. Yes, said Bethan, sitting down glumly. I know you don't. Rincewind, all the shops have been smashed open. There was a whole bunch of people across the street helping themselves to musical instruments. Can you believe that? Yeah, said Rincewind, picking up a knife and testing its blade thoughtfully. Looters, I expect. Oh, looters, but it's spelled loot. Oh, Rincewind, you bastard. I can't believe you hit me with that. No. He thrust the blade into the wall, twisted it, and stepped back as the heavy stone fell out. He looked up. Oh, I can't... Terry Pratchett wrote this entire book just to make that fucking joke, man. He wrote this entire damn story just to make that joke. He thrust the blade into the wall, twisted it, and stepped back as a heavy stone fell out. He looked up, counting under his breath, and levered another stone from his socket. How'd you do that? Said Two Flower. Just give me a leg up, will ya? Said Rincewind. A moment later, his feet wedged into the holes he had created. He was making further steps halfway up the wall. It's been like this for centuries, his voice floated down. Some of the stones haven't got any mortar. Stick your entrance, see? Watch out below. Another stone crackled into the cobbles. Students made it a long time ago, said Rincewind. Handy way in and out after lights. In and out after lights out. Ah, said Two Flower. I understand. Over the wall and out to a brightly lit tavernesse to drink and sing, recite poetry, yes? Nearly right, except for the singing and poetry, yes, said Rincewind. A couple of these spikes should be loose. There was a clang. There's not much of a drop this side, came his voice after a few seconds. Come on, then, if you're coming. All right, that was a couple more pages of The Light Fantastic by Terry Pratchett. We are very close to the end. Will our heroines save the disc? Will they save Ankh-Morpork? Will they save our brave, Atuin? Who the fuck knows, man? I don't. I don't know a damn thing. Until next time, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Johnny. Bye-bye.